and welcome to Jimmy's Predictions, week number 2. Let's take a quick look at last week's predictions and results. Playing Under the Influence lost to Dopey's Dwarfs, but let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, Playing Under the Influence team is just horrendous. Then bringing us to Below Me versus DC Dominance. Below Me has a better shot at seeing God than winning a game this year. Then Chris Come Taker, although putting up 56 points with Drew Brees, loses to the Farmer and his Air Jesuses. Then Foster's took a beating from old Saggy Nuts, and Frankie Woods lost to Ludacris. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, that is not a mistake. Ludacris has won a fantasy football game. So, what did the Bildos Dildos do? Yes, we did lose to Stanky, but we will not even discuss that. Wait a second. Hold on one sec. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we have a treat for you here on Jimmy's Predictions week number 2. Welcome, the Commish.
Hello all.
Commish.
How are you? Hi, Bildo. How are you?
Excuse me, sir. My name is Jimmy.
I'm sorry, James.
I'll tell you. Anyway, folks, what brings you along here, Commish?
Well, I saw that nose of yours, and it reminds me of the size of my pecker.
Really?
And I usually whack off like this.
Well, that's
like
funny that you say that there, Commish, because this week we were going to do a jerk-off award to the one jerk-off who made the biggest blunder.
And who may that be, Jimmy?
Well, Commish, it's funny that you ask. Because Chris Come Taker put up 56 points with Drew Brees and somehow still lost the game. So go ahead and jerk my schnoz off.
Let me jerk that schnoz
That's
off.
Chris Come Taker right there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me ask you a question there, Jimmy.
Go ahead.
If you were Chris Come Taker,
yes,
and you had Drew Brees,
yes,
would you have picked up Mark Clayton this week?
Well, I'll tell you, things never seem to surprise me in Mark's Fantasy Football League. Let's just take a look at the free agent acquisitions this week.
I think Devery Henderson's still out there.
Yeah, but then Mark Clayton's picked up by Come Taker. PUI goes out and picks up God knows who, Joe Schmo off the street.
Percy, I think he was one of the Sledge sisters. Percy Harvin, Percy Sledge, yeah. Go ahead.
And then you look at Frankie Woods, giving No Sean Marino no chance whatsoever.
Gave
Frankie
up
Woods.
After 1 week. 1 week.
One
Gave
week,
up
my friend.
Let me jerk that nose off a little bit.
Go ahead. There we go, yeah. And let's get back to Below Me. I believe dropped Bernard Berry in my... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. All right, before we take up too much of your time, we're going to have me and the Commish do our predictions this week. So let's start it off with the Farmer at DC Dominance. But before we get into the predictions, I wanted to evaluate... The Farmer won $15 this week, did he not, for the high score?
He won $15, and that prick beat me out.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, he can go get a new outfit? Because Frankie Woods was right.
He nailed it with the Jack Tripper line, I must say.
Jesus Christ, Farmer. I mean, you work for the goddamn government. Get some goddamn clothes. You're overseas representing this country looking like that, you cock-sucking son of a bitch.
Tell him, Jimmy.
Get some new damn clothes. Jesus Christ.
Let me check that nose off some more.
All right. Well, that brings us to the Farmer versus DC Dominance. And I really like the Farmer in this game, although he looks like a smacked ass.
Although he is Jack Tripper, I think he runs all over and beats the crap out of Osama bin Laden, to be quite honest with you.
I agree. Farmer by 12.
Farmer, I go by maybe 15.
All right.
All right, James.
That brings us to Ludacris, who won his first game, might have had a heart attack, against the Baldies, who also won. Who do you like in this game?
I tend to like the fat man. I really do, instead of the bald-headed prick. So I'm going to go with Ludacris by 2.
Wow, so the Commish thinks Lightning's going to strike 2 weeks in a row, and I tend to agree.
He's got a good team.
I tend to agree. All right, Ludacris by, I say, 3 or 4.
I'll go 2.
All righty. That brings us to the Playing Under the Influence squad, which, my God, might have a better shot if they were playing under the influence, against Frankie Woods. Who do you like in this game there, Commish?
Well, since I had about 18 phone calls from Frankie Woods this week,
yes,
he's revamped his team. I think he's going to be... He might even double up on playing the influence this week.
I agree. I think Frankie Woods' his reserves are going to be playing under the influence.
I agree 100%.
All right, so we're in agreement.
Let me jerk your nose off.
We're in agreement on this one. Frankie Woods by 15. That brings us to Chris Cub Taker versus Foster. And before you even start here, Commish, if Chris cannot win a game scoring 56 fucking points with Drew Brees, I don't see him winning a game, even if he is playing that alcoholic son of a bitch, Bill Fredrickson. I say Foster by 22. Actually, you know what? I say 24, and that's a sign, Foster's. Drink a 24-pack on us.
I have a feeling that Cum Taker's going to take this one over Natty Ice by about 5.
All right, and that brings us to a great game this week. The solid team of Old Saggy Nuts versus the dreaded team of Blow Me. Who do you like in that game, Commish? I think it goes without asking.
I don't want to be partial here, but I think I'm going to beat him by a margin bigger than your fucking nose.
That's a big one. That's a big one. I'll tell you what, I didn't think a team could get worse than Ludacris's squad of previous years. Blow Me, you may have done it, my friend. Old Saggy Nuts by a landslide. I don't even want to put a number on it because it's just goddamn embarrassing.
It's going to get ugly. It's
going to get ugly. And that brings us to the game of the week. The game of the week. The cross-dash son of a bitch. David Duncan with his slightly gay boyfriend, Dopey's Dwarfs, loving, cock-sucking Mickey Mouse, wanting a fuck. What's his goddamn name?
Mr. Jim Brechka.
Jim Brechka.
A.K.A. Mickey Mouse.
Bildo's Dildos. Bildo's Dildos started the season 0-1, but I will make you a promise there, Dopey's Dwarfs. Bildo's Dildos wins this one, my friend. He wins this one, or my name isn't Jimmy Neutron. All right there, Commish. Who do you like in that game?
I have a strong feeling that this game's going to go in overtime. We're going to go to the reserves for this game. I think we're going to go to reserves for this game. I think you're in for a tough matchup this week there, Bildo.
Well, I think we're going to sign off now while Jimmy rams his nose up the Commish's ass.
Let me put myself in that position. See y'all, and we'll be back for week 3 with another surprise visitor, which we don't know yet, do we?
Oh, I never reveal my secrets there, Commish, but you're a cute one for asking. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this week's installment of Jimmy's Predictions, and I will be here, same place, same time, next week, and who knows, maybe it'll be the Commish, maybe it'll be that Osama bin Laden bastard from Washington, D.C.
Very possible.
Alrighty, we'll talk to you soon. We're signing out.
Peace!